out of the system here. And the first report that we're going to tackle here is the parts returned status report. That's just over here. So this will give us the information about each of the parts that have been returned and what status is, and you can filter it by date. You can see I've selected June, July 2012, and you can also select it by the status of the return. If you don't select a status, it will just return parts in all statuses. So let's just select it without any status, and you can see what information appears here. And so here we go, here's the results of that report. You can see down to a great degree of detail. You can see the type of PRO, you can see the date, part number, WAN number, and if you scroll across here you can see a huge amount of detail about the part, including the status, which is obviously very important. If we scroll right down to the very bottom, you're able to either download this file as an Excel document, or you're able to print it. And if you print it, you might be like me and like to print it in landscape mode so you can get just a little bit more data onto each sheet of paper. Alright, let's head on. I'll show you the approved credit report so you can see exactly which credits have been approved by SPL and the OEMs against your account. Let's have a look again against June and July 2012. Alright, so here's the approved credits for that time period. You can choose any time period you like. Here's all the data, again down to a great degree of detail, and again you're able to scroll down to the bottom and you can choose to print this. If on the other hand you prefer to drill down and you'd like to look at the data about each credit note, you're able to do that here. You click on the credit note number, and there we go. That's it there. Now I'm just going to hit the back button and take us back to that previous screen. You can also do the same thing with the PRO number here. And again, you see when you drill down to this, you can see the actual PRO number. And again, you're able to print it from the bottom here. Or you can click this button over here, which will show you the OEM return. And that opens in a new tab. Alright. The next thing is the outstanding parts report, which is possibly the most crucial report for many of you watching this video in terms of ensuring that your returns process runs smoothly and that you're able to track down the parts that you need to get tracked down and returned in time. It's all automatically filtered by number of overdue days, so you can see the most urgent items at a glance right from the very top here. And if you'd like to download it as an Excel spreadsheet so you can send it to the relevant parties within the organization, you just click here, it'll download to your PC and you can attach it to an email and send it out. Another important function is the stock availability checker. If you've got a part number that perhaps you're worried that we might not have in stock, or a part that's slightly less commonly used, you can just enter the part number in here. First you select the manufacturer, just enter the part number and hit check availability, and we'll come up with all the available matches to that and what our stock availability is on that. Finally, if you hit the back orders report, that'll tell you exactly which items you've got on back order. You can see how many of them you've got on back order, how much you're paying, and exactly when we expect them to be due. You can download this again and forward it internally within your organization. Thank you for joining us today. That brings to a close today's training session on SPL's iSuppli software. We're continually adding new features, and as we do so we will continue to add training to accompany that. If there's anything that we might be able to help you with in the meanwhile, please send an email to iSuppli@spl.co.za and we'll get back to you and help you best as we can.